Hello, you're listening to the Band and Runners podcast with me, Simon Staples, and my favourite lockdown friend, Rob Cowlin.
All right, Simon, how you doing? How's lockdown treating you?
How's lockdown treating me since last week? What have I changed? Not a lot. I mean, routines are starting to get embedded now. Don't know about you.
Yeah, you're enjoying your new normal, yeah? Finally come to terms?
Finally come to terms. I'm still not come to terms, but I'm just trying to plough my way through it, you know?
So you started playing dress up, bought yourself a new tiara and everything. I approve.
Yeah, well, that's for tomorrow, isn't it?
Princess, you've been acting like, yeah, tomorrow. What's happening tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow, me and you, along with several other runners from Mole Valley Runners, we're doing a 24-hour relay, aren't we? So we have to hand over the virtual baton every hour.
Yeah.
We've gone a bit crazy, though, haven't we? So we're going to take half of that time.
Yeah. You'll be joined by some people because you get to do it at some sort of vaguely twilight hour. What shift are you doing?
So I'm doing
me?
Shift 7 p.m. to 1 a.m.
And
then I'm really hoping you're awake to take the baton at 1 a.m. through to 7 a.m.
I think that all depends, doesn't it, Si, on wine consumption or not.
But we're doing really well at that now.
Well, 3 days counting.
Yeah,
for me.
I've really sort of slowed it down, and if I make it through this evening, which I will, because the whole reason we're doing this today, which it should tell everyone, this is it's not even 2:00 in the afternoon. We normally do this in the evening, don't we? So
no, that's why we both say South Compass Mentis.
Yeah, the reason we're doing this is because our mate Gareth is currently running his potentially 36-hour challenge.
Gareth again.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Gareth again. When I last checked,
mad, though.
Last checked about 10 minutes ago, Rob, 10 to 2 on Saturday. He's at the 28-mile stage. I think he's probably gone a bit too quick, because I think he wanted 25 miles every 5 hours.
Yeah, I've been tuning in quite regular, and I've heard him talking on the podcast. And to be honest, having on the podcast the For the Fans streamers, which I think are some esports pros he's got streaming it for him, which is mental. But I've been listening to their little mini interviews, and obviously we're going to have the pleasure a few times, which I'll explain in a bit. But when Gareth's been updating them, he's actually said he's just doing it all by feel, and he's done enough of these to know that he's in his envelope. I think he's comfortable with his sort of 5 miles an hour at the moment, because he knows he's going to do some walking overnight. He said so.
Yeah,
he knows what he's doing more than we do, doesn't he? Come on.
Yeah, well, he's a nerd, isn't he? He's a calculating, planning nerd.
Yeah. One of the casters, he obviously doesn't know him, asked, I wonder how he's like counting the laps and how he knows how far he's gone. It's like, no, he definitely knows. Anyway, in terms of how we're going to count and check in on the man, what we're going to do is get a couple of little guest people in there to support him. Gareth loves his community.
Bear in mind, these are people that we are literally asking at the very last minute, so we may or may not get people on at, say, 2 a.m. But,
there's always someone. But no, they're Gareth fans, aren't they? And Gareth said to us last time we talked about his garden marathon, this is not his favourite way of doing it. He actually turns up to runs, not just for the running. It's more for it's all of us. We'll try and get some all of us for him. But we're going to be checking in with Gareth very shortly at 2:15, then at 8:15 p.m, 2:15 a.m. Set the alarms, everybody.
Terrific.
And 8:15 a.m. tomorrow, when he's just past the 24-hour marker. So, yeah, some good little milestones there, and hopefully Mr. Allen is approaching 100 miles around then. What do you reckon, Si? Do you want to make a wager about it?
No, I think our first little handy helper does with you, so I'm staying well clear of this. I just think,
you owe me wine.
Why do we do these things? I mean, I don't want to be up at 2:15 in the morning tomorrow. Why? Why have we done this?
It's a little bit late for that. You don't want to do it. It's
No.
it's like a little car crash. You sort of want to be part of it, or you want to see it.
Well, it's like all these ideas you have. What's with this Top Trumps thing? You've absolutely you've given yourself a major project.
Well, it was one of the virtual things, which we're obviously doing twice a week. We've got one coming up later today. In amongst all this madness, we're celebrating someone's virtual bloody birthday, Aaron Webber. Recent guest, but got all that in between all these casts. It's like I'm not going to be off my phone. I won't even go outside today for my one a day. But the Top Trumps thing that came about on one of the virtual hangout calls where we were just talking about stuff that you could do and things that aren't running. And I jokingly said, "Oh, such and such is a 20 out of 20 for drinking," and everyone loved it. And then they started talking about stickers and top trumps. I was like, "Oh crap!"
There were a few other suggestions, weren't there? Like underwear, baseball caps, all that sort of stuff, wasn't there?
Oh yeah. No, there's a lot in the pipeline, Simon. Just one thing at a time. I've learned during this quarantine period, you only take on one little chore, otherwise you don't get it done. So we are making top trumps. So if anyone's listening to this and hasn't seen it, go on the group, send me, that's Rob, your top trump stats based on the little examples I posted.
But you've given a deadline of Sunday the 26th, haven't you, midnight? So they've got to be quick. I mean, we'll try and pump this out so that it's out.
That's for the first wave, man. So, but to avoid disappointment, get them in ASAP. But like, to be honest, it takes 2 minutes. I'm still waiting for yours, buddy. So if you don't want me to make it up, you better let me know by Sunday. You don't get a second chance.
Okay. So have we caught up with everything that we need to catch up with? I mean, should we try and get our first sort of sit down third leg on before we cross over to Gareth?
It's an interesting way of putting it, but let's get our third leg on, yeah.
All right, let's give Ollie Dawson a call then and see if he's up for this. Hang on one second. Hooray! So we've actually got Ollie Dawson on the line. Ollie, how you doing, mate?
Hey.
We had him on the line. I just spoke to him.
Okay, I think.
Yeah, I'll get you okay, you think. Have you've done your run already today, have you?
Absolutely. Wake up, go for a little jog around, get lost around my own house.
Yeah.
Bump into me local llamas, find a new trail, and stumble back home, and then realise, right, what day is it?
Did you take more than like a pack of Skittles today?
No, I'm not sure what's going on.
Are you
been running?
What's the situation, Ollie? You furloughed? Are you jobless, or are you working from home, or what?
Oh, good old furlough at the moment. Got furloughed at beginning of April.
Yeah.
So beginning of April, got furloughed.
Yeah.
Do me check-in every Wednesday, see what's going on.
Check-in? You're not allowed to if you're furloughed.
Well, no, we get a little email pop-up to tell us if we're still furloughed or not.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, because you're going to come off of furlough at some point.
Yeah.
I don't want to be muggings that's running around on me little trail routes and realise, oh, Ollie, you should be in work today. I was like, oh, oops, sorry. So you do me a little check-in, see if I'm still furloughed or not.
Yeah.
And then normally by that time, because that's on a Wednesday, I realise, oh, it's Wednesday, I forgot to put my bins out.
Yeah,
you probably tie that off for a couple of weeks, Ollie. I don't think any big news is coming for next week or so.
Ollie, is your bins full of cans and bottles or anything else? Oh, he's got his phone's going off.
Oh, that was me food.
That was your food?
Yeah,
that's not a microwave.
That was me a little alarm for my food.
What is this?
Right.
Well, this is refueling hunger. You can't. This is pure.
I gulped down a molten Thai curry so I could get on here for this time.
Right.
Thai curry. It's what
buyer's
time
remorse.
is it?
It's 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday. Right.
That's suitable.
Let's get down to business, right? So, Ollie, you're well known for completing multiple 100-milers in very short spaces of time, aren't you? How many have you done?
900 milers.
Yeah.
Was it 8 last year?
8 last year, right. So you've got some sort of qualification through experience to chat with us about Gareth's attempt here. He's going for 150. I'm convinced, I'm sure that's his furthest to date, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. He's well, I think the furthest he's done is when we done our old 1066 business.
Yeah, and you boys got lost.
Well, we didn't get lost. We followed the route. I blame the GPS file.
I thought you did Battersea. You got lost at Battersea, didn't you? It's like the very start.
No, that wasn't getting lost. All right. So the Thames Path, you can run on the north and the south.
Yeah.
When I was approaching Lambeth Bridge, I knew that I should have gone north. I was like, oh, this is Lambeth Bridge. I need to go north. But I like the south because I'm from South London.
Yeah.
So all right, me up on this one here. Well, Rob's going to tell us something about the north.
No, he's not.
Okay. See, South London. It's nice.
I'm definitely not. I don't like London full stop.
All right, so you boys on the live feed earlier were looking to place some sort of wagers on this. So what's going on then?
I've put my wager in. Our good old Mr. Gareth will get to 100 and what did I say? 124.7 miles by the time he can.
In 36 hours, then, yeah. Or
Well,
Well,
no,
yeah,
when it
36
comes
hours or whenever he cans it. I
So
reckon
you
it'll be 100.
Yeah, so you're basically saying Ollie's going to can it, and it'll be 124 miles. So
Well, can it, or it'll get close to 36.
you reckon?
But 124.7, yeah, for sure.
Okay. And so we're not going on how many hours he spends out there. Obviously, he's got to hit the 24, hasn't he? He's not going to stop up before.
Oh, no, he won't
and
stop
also,
before
he's
24.
definitely going to hit 100 miles. But I reckon Gareth's going to get. I reckon he's going to notch 132 miles dead.
Oh, it's quite close between you boys. Then, so what's on the stakes here?
A case of beer.
Case of beer.
How many's a case?
A case of finest lockdown beverage.
I don't get out of bed for less than a sixer, so let's make it 6 of the finest then, yeah?
Absolutely.
So what is the finest?
Define finest, Rob.
Well, Simon, it's not Heineken or whatever you drink.
I don't drink Heineken. Nah.
Fizzy wee.
Nah.
Oh well, you know, winner picks.
Winner
We'll
picks.
go down Denby's and get a
6
a
of
draft
those.
6 of the
Well, no.
milk carton.
Yeah, because me and Ollie back in the day before the Cop 100, we were rehearsing, and obviously it's right next to Surrey Hills Brewery, so we just we had a pint afterwards, didn't we?
Oh,
Right.
that was a glorious pint.
It was.
Well,
wasn't it?
to celebrate getting out with you boys again, then I'll just Ollie will buy me 6 of one and half dozen of the other, and then Si, you can just buy your own.
Yeah.
Mate,
down
Rob,
there after a run.
you're not winning, mate. I've got this. This was epic planning for me.
Ollie, I don't care who wins. I just want to go outside and drink beer. All
But
right?
boys, the brewery's still open.
What?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Shut up.
For
no.
takeaway.
Yeah, well, that's what it is, Rob. I mean, yeah, a few people do sit out the back. I mean, it's not a luxurious type of pub or anything. It literally is a brewery. You go in, order, and if you do want to drink it, you got to sit out on crates, literally in the car park, and have a drink.
2 meters apart from each other, shouting abuse.
No. I've got Simon. I've got this on the key. I done one of me stupid marathon that I done by myself in this lockdown madness a couple of weeks ago.
You've only done the one.
Not
You've
sure
only
what
done
it
the
is.
one.
I done 2.
Yeah.
I done 2. And
Yeah.
I mapped out a 50k route from my place, North Downs Way, to Denby's and back. It's 50k. So I could get there. What's that? 15 miles.
Right.
Brewery.
Yeah.
Refuel. Come back. Sorted.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Nice. Right. So you got the wages in. Let's try and attempt to talk to Gareth now, but I bet you it'll come out crap, and then we'll just come back to Ollie. All right.
It's good to know that I'm second best.
You're not second best, Ollie. You're the third leg. We've called you as
The third
the
leg.
third leg. Well, yeah. You know, me and Rob,
Who's second?
well, me or Rob.
We're not legs.
Oh, I
But
don't
okay,
know.
we are.
Right. Okay.
Whatever.
Let's give
Get
it a go.
Gareth out.
Right. Let's try it. Hang on. Right, so we got Gareth. This sounds horrific, but we'll make the most out of it. How are you getting on, Gareth?
Yeah, actually, not too bad. I'm quite a bit ahead of my my plan at the moment, which is good.
Yeah, I thought you
So,
were.
making a bit of headway for that, as I will slow down later on.
Why don't you walk and talk to us?
I'm trying to slow it down a little bit, but, I've got to keep moving.
You're moving, Gareth, at a pace very similar to when you did your ultra last time, but obviously you're going for like 4 times the amount of time.
Yeah, well, actually, 6 times. Yeah, I'm
6 times, yeah.
just over 6 hours in now, so...
How far, Gareth, do you reckon you're going to get at this point now?
Right now, I'm aiming for anything north of 125.
Okay.
Ooh.
We also, Gareth, sort of saw the live feed. Is there some problem with like blisters at the moment?
Yeah, I've got a couple of blisters on each of my middle toes, just right on the tips. But, since I changed my shoes and burst them and everything else, everything actually feels okay at the moment.
That's all right then.
You want to get some Sudocrem on it, Gareth, if it keeps giving you jip.
Well, I've got a medic on the way, so he'll be sorting them out if they need anything doing to them.
You've got actual medical cover, Gareth. This is legendary.
Well, it just happens that my daughter's boyfriend is actually an ex-army medic who now actually works for like event medic company. So the challenge series that does things like the Isle of Wight and all those things. He's actually one of the medics on those events.
Awesome. I do have one question, Gareth. Who done your pre-race kit check and did you pass?
I might have done it myself. And that was yes. Am I wearing clothes? That was it.
Not wearing the right clothes, Gareth. You took the band of runners top after an hour, mate.
Well, I'm actually changing. I'm changing tops every hour, basically, or roughly every 200 laps.
What's wrong
Being
with you?
fair to all your sponsors, of course. Yeah, I get it.
Well, no, it's actually giving them a chance to dry out a bit, to be honest.
Well, is this the wettest you've been in a while, Gareth?
Oh, you with me, Phil?
Fair dues.
Hang on, let me grab my phone and run with it and see if that helps.
Listen to this.
If Gareth is grabbing his phone, is he going off course?
Yeah.
Is he?
Are you still with me, fellas?
Yeah.
Yeah, still
with
here,
you.
mate.
Yeah, that's better.
So, your modelling contract's in the balance, mate. But yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You're plenty of good advertising for us, and you're changing your shoes quite a lot, Gareth. That isn't something you'd usually do, is it?
Normally I change them. I will change them normally. So when we do things like the Centurion 100s, I will have a change of shoes in the drop bag.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the unrelenting hard flat is a bit different for this one. So
fair. And I guess you don't have the option during one of those long races other than drop bags. And right now, drop bag every 130 foot, isn't it?
Well, yeah, technically. I'm sticking to about 1,000 laps per pair of shoes, which is just over 25 miles.
Gareth, what's the temptation to stop at the aid station all the time?
It's actually not that great, to be honest. Other than to be honest, because the sun's coming out now, so I feel a bit more on the thirsty side. I don't actually ever really get that hungry to stop and just constantly eat.
Yeah. Have you got your thermometer on your shoe?
And Gareth, we know you're a bit of a geek for the stuff, but are you just eating and drinking by feel, or are you tracking what you're taking on?
I'm pretty much just drinking by feel, but trying to make sure I'm sort of every 50 laps, I will grab one of the bottles I've got and I will have something because, I am feeling my fingers stiffening a little bit, which to me is a bit of a sign of dehydration. So
it's hot. It looks hot on the stream for you. It's really lots of sun overhead.
Yeah, it's about. I think the forecast is about 17 or 18 degrees at the moment. But when you're in the sun, it actually feels a lot more.
Have you got your thermometer on, Gareth?
No, I don't.
Oh dear.
Because I'm trying to see what I can get out of the battery on my watch. Because even though I'm not actually using it to measure the distance, I'm actually running it to see what the battery life is actually like.
Okay.
Which you'll be amused to know. It's probably almost exactly 5 miles behind reality at the moment on GPS.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus. Because, there's a lot of people that have followed your example and run around gardens and stuff. So I did a marathon around mine, or my mum's, I should say. And, I totally felt that I'd run way more than a marathon when the watch clocked it in. Way more.
Yeah, mate. Well, the lap counting system on my watch clocked 20 miles almost at exactly the same time as the lap counting clocked at 25.
Jesus, so that's interesting.
You haven't been cutting corners, have you, Gareth?
No. If anything, because I'm actually, I've measured this one a little bit more accurately than last time, because the first time I did it, I measured it at 130 feet per lap. But this time I actually pegged out the inside of the track I ran into the lawn and measured that, and it came out at 135. Because I'm kind of just outside that, I think it's closer to about 140 per lap in reality.
Yeah, got to ask Gareth, it's part of the motivation to keep going because you're potentially on to take over Cockbane's Backyard Ultra spot. 107 miles at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that kind of is my initial target. But I do plan to keep going for the 36 hours because I want to see how I'm going to fare for the Tunnel Ultra next year.
Oh, you're not another one doing that, are you? Oh.
Yeah, yes.
Of course he is. Gareth's the one who's definitely going to finish it. Yeah. So, good training, because this must be more mundane even than a tunnel, Gareth.
Well, I'm actually, of course, the benefit of this, I've got a condition of music and stuff, but the tunnel you can't.
Yeah.
I'll be making some music for you, don't worry about that.
So,
right.
But, it's the flat, it's the hard ground. It's going to be a good test to see how far can I get in 36 hours, given that, you've got 55 to finish the tunnel.
Yeah, I mean, we've only done track marathons, I think, here as a group, haven't we? But I feel for your hips, man, and your ankles, because that hurts after a marathon. So you're made of something else.
Well, that's why changing direction is always helping.
Well, look, Gareth, we'll let you crack on, mate, because we're going to try and talk to you again in 6 hours, and we'll have another someone on for you, hopefully, to have a chat with.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I'll speak to you later, then, guys.
All right, bud. We'll see you soon.
Okay.
All the best,
guys.
mate.
Cheers.
Peace out, guys.
You enjoy that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah, it was all right, wasn't it?
I still reckon. What is it? So
Yeah. So he said 125 miles.
and I said what 124.7.
You said 127.4, didn't you?
No, I've written it down. Ollie said 124.7.
Oh, right, okay. Thanks,
What
Dad.
did you say, Rob?
132 dead.
Yeah.
Simon?
No, I'm not playing. Actually,
Someone's lost too many bets to me.
Ollie, mate. I'm not playing.
Oh, come on.
Well,
You should jump in, Simon. Don't be gay about it.
Oh, don't be gay. Okay, I'll go with. I'm going to go lower. I'm going to go 120, man.
Because of the blisters.
Well, no, as much as I love it, I just think surely this it's mentally draining, that route, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's mentally draining on your own route. He's got a tree. He's
Yeah.
got a water butt.
You're right though.
He's got us ringing him every so often.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah. So
There's not many things I'd say I wouldn't do. But I couldn't do it.
Ollie, what you got planned for the rest of the day, mate? I mean, what's happening?
Well, I've as you heard earlier, I've made me food, so I've got to cook me food.
Yeah.
I'm going to read a bit of my book.
Yeah.
And then probably I'll clock on and see like how Gareth is doing later on.
Are you reading outdoors or you're in a flat, right?
I've got a top floor maisonette, so I've got an outdoors.
Okay, so there's a guard, yeah.
But I've still got to like sort it out.
Right.
Get me strimmer, plant some things.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm a bit extra, but garden centres goes. I can't buy stuff. What am I going to go buy? Some
Ollie, you're a
milk?
resourceful, mad guy. Just go deal with it the way you know how. Just run through it.
Oh yeah, I could go.
Start
back.
thrashing around with like a rake or something.
Well, you saw where I was like 400 metres short of 100k. What is it on Sunday?
yeah,
and I ran around. I mapped that route around my house. I might, if I get really really mad later, I might do a couple of laps and see if I can marathon it in my house later.
Oh
Please
yeah,
stop me if I'm doing that.
What,
You
today?
should mention, Ollie, we've got our own little just friendly wager on, haven't we? Who can keep 100k a week up for the longest?
Yeah.
So you've already cracked it this week. I've still got 10 to go. Like
10k, Rob.
10k left, yeah.
Well, but tomorrow's relay thing won't count, will it?
No,
It's
it won't.
starting
'Cause
Monday.
It's overnight, yeah, buddy. But I haven't gone outside yet today, so I'm going to do my little jog later before we
So you need
speak to
6
Gareth again.
miles. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, easy, innit?
Well, shall we, Ollie? We'll leave it there. You can have a lovely afternoon, and
Eat your food, read
Yeah.
your book, and we'll speak to you another time.
yeah.
Yo.
And Rob, I'll speak to you in what is it? 6 hours? Is it?
Yes, buddy, yeah.
With some other nutcase, hopefully.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do
All right,
it.
boys. See you in a bit.
Cool. Peace out, guys.
Bye,
All right,
bye,
ciao,
bye.
ciao, ciao.
Right, so we're back. It's 8:15. So we've been out of the office for 6 hours. We're back in, Rob. We've got Rick Verco with us this time.
Evening, Rick.
Hello. Evening.
How is lockdown for Rick?
It's all right, actually. It's probably been about 3 weeks now. The girls are asleep in a tent in the garden, which is obviously a good thing.
Yep.
And it's all fine, actually.
On their not camping trip.
On their not camping trip, absolutely.
So are you not sleeping in the garden then?
Oh yes, yeah. Lou's not sleeping in the garden. She's a huge fan of not camping, quite literally.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I was out last night. They weren't too bad actually. They're asleep earlier tonight than they were last night.
Okay, so is this day 2? Is it? Is this day 2?
This is day 2. This is a proper not camping holiday.
Right.
Yeah, no, we've not gone away. We've not gone away for the whole of the weekend.
Yeah.
You're literally sleeping in your garden.
Yeah,
It's such a nice house.
we've properly not gone on holiday. If you're going to
That's
not
like-
go, you've got to do it right.
I might not sleep in my own bed and sleep on the garden furniture tonight.
You should do it.
But you have been doing that, Rob, haven't you? You have been doing that.
all right, steady on sometimes.
Yeah, so we've probably not gone on holiday down to the end of the garden, and yeah, we not stayed away last night. We're not staying away again tonight, and we probably won't be away tomorrow night either.
Yeah, and are you homeschooling? You doing all the homeschooling stuff?
Yeah, it's hard though, isn't it?
Well,
you must be in the same boat.
I'm sick of baking mini quiches and banana bread. Banana bread and mini quiches day in, day out. No
They're
one
too
eats
young
them.
to have food tech, aren't they?
Yeah, of course they are, Rob. But what else do you propose that I teach them?
I don't know, plop them in front of Peppa Pig or something, or play snakes and ladders.
Oh no,
like
we do.
kids.
Yeah, they do a lot of wrestling at the moment. A lot of PE, a lot of wrestling. Oh.
That's why they're fighting all the time. You give them bad habits, isn't you?
What do you mean? No, I don't. Just leave them alone and
let them fight. All right.
Yeah, wrestling happens. That's been my strategy for the last 2 days. Actually, I've sort of given up on today. We will be making banana bread because they don't want to. So today I was just like, right, we'll just leave them to it then. What do they want to do? And all they want to do is, as you say, watch Peppa Pig and have a bit of a tumble.
Have a ruck.
Yeah.
That's all right. Boys will be boys, won't they?
But surely, Rick, you've got one who's supposedly homeschooling and then the other is supposedly nursery, isn't it?
Yeah, so I mean, Pippa, our youngest at 3, she's quite happy really, and I mean, any kind of break in her education is not going to be a problem. But yeah, Phoebe's she's 5 and a bit.
Yeah. So
we got we're having a go at doing the whole homeschooling thing, trying to put some structure, especially during the week. So we have the whole we do a bit of Joe Wicks and then some whatever it is, yoga. We vary that a bit first thing in the morning to kind of get her up and going. And then there's Phonics Hero. Are you doing this Phonics Hero thing?
No, mine are 3.
That's quite good actually. So Phonics Hero is like a school. It got sent home with her, and it's a speech stroke sort of interactive type software program that she does on the laptop.
Right.
And they win points, and once they've got enough points, they can go shopping. So there's a whole host of different parts to the educational piece, I suppose, that it's trying to convey. But that's quite good. You should have a look at that. I mean, she'll happily sit in front of that. And her school, actually, I have to say, have been really good. They've been arranging a lot of these Zoom calls, so they get literally the whole class on. And they sort of go around and they do various things, and they're tracking these caterpillars that are in the process of they're in the chrysalis stage, and they're going to obviously hatch into butterflies. So they're doing all that kind of stuff, and then we're focusing quite a lot on her reading as well and stuff like that.
What about exercise? Tricky. What about exercise in the Verco household? Is that happening or?
Yeah, a variety of. So we have been getting out to the park. So we take the dog out, and Lou and I will take it in turns. So he's getting 2 outings a day. So one of us will go in the morning, one in the afternoon. Cool. And we quite often take the kids with us. So Phoebe literally learnt to ride her bike. I think it was only last week. I put a post out on
I saw that.
Facebook,
it's excellent.
And that was literally the first time. So we'd been around the garden for a couple of, trying to do it in the garden, which is really difficult. And that was the first time I'd let her go on, on a tarmac surface, and she was away. And we've been down probably every other day since then for 10, 15 minutes. And I'll walk around the park with the dog, and she cycles around on the tarmac stuff. And I mean, it's just, it's brilliant now. Because it's not going to be too long until we can probably actually go out for a bike ride as maybe one of our daily exercise.
Oh, yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah. That's just going well. Right, should we try and patch the boy in then?
Let's get Mr. Allen back.
Where do you think he is at now, Rob?
He's 55.35 miles, 2,165 blimmin' laps.
Good man. How long? Did he start at 8 o'clock?
I've been watching all day. 8 a.m. Yeah, so
8
it's been 12 hours 20 now-ish.
12 hours 20. Right.
Cool.
Let me see if I can patch him in. Gareth, you all right, mate?
Yeah, pounding them away.
I can see. I'm watching you and talking to you. This is what a time to be alive. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm actually not doing too badly now the sun's gone down. I'm actually feeling a lot better.
Gareth, I've got a game for you. Got a game for you.
Okay.
It's going to be guess who we've got on, and we'll give you a few tips. Give
you
a few hints.
Yeah, go on then.
Mind you, in saying that, I haven't prepared anything here. Okay. He's quite good at 10 and 10s. Do you need another one?
Looks a bit like a villain in a silent film.
Yeah. Go on, keep going.
Loves Freddos, like you.
Loves Freddos. I have no idea.
I'll keep going. Come on,
you
Gareth.
after 12
Come
hours
on.
now.
Yeah. Where's your mental mind gone, man?
Come on, Gareth. You can't be delirious already.
I can barely do basic maths at the moment.
This is not the Gareth we know. Come on, speak a little bit more, guest.
Ah.
Okay, I've got one. Holds a Guinness World Record.
Oh, it's not Mr. Holland, is it?
No.
Or is it,
I love
Close.
where he went.
or is it Mr. Nicholson?
No. Keep going.
Those are the only two record holders I know. Oh, it could. Or actually, no, it could be that guy that keeps taking all our money.
Yeah, who's that?
Oh, snap.
Could it be the one and only Mr. Verco?
Yes, it is.
Well done, Gareth.
Doing well after 12 hours and a half, mate. 55 odd miles. Brilliant.
Yeah.
You've done long distances before, right? But how different does your body feel than when you're in a 100-miler outside?
I think anybody trying to do these will know that it's just the brutalness on your knees and ankles as you just keep turning corners. You simply don't get that on normal 100-mile events, you know. And I think just the unrelenting flat makes this it's just an added complication.
Yeah, and you've obviously you do suffer. Well, you're pretty tough, but you suffer from the heat more than anything. And you're expecting to, because I've visibly seen you speed up when I've been checking in the last 3 hours. Do you expect to hit the night quite hard? You got the energy and everything?
No, actually no, not really. Because I know that when the sun comes up again tomorrow, it's gonna hit me again. I know that through the night, I do need to try and keep something back. Otherwise, I'm going to hit the wall so hard come the sunrise that I'm just going to pass out. And that wouldn't be good.
Forgot you're going till 8 o'clock tomorrow night, aren't you?
Yeah.
Rick, have you got any advice for Gareth?
Well, it's less than 24 hours now, so you're pretty much on the home straight, aren't you, Gareth?
Yeah. Yeah, I've done this. First third's done.
Gareth, are you keeping track of the kind of fundraising as you're going? So do you have a total that you know is happening as you're running?
Every now and again, my wife does come out and let me know what's going on.
Yeah,
so,
I think that'll be good because that'll give you a bit of an extra boost now and again to know that your efforts are.
You've still got a wife, Gareth, have you? The state of your garden.
Yeah.
The state of your garden.
You've also got a trench.
Yeah.
You've got £2,992 right now, and I'm going to chuck a tenner in the bucket to put you over 3K.
Oh, you're an absolute star, sir. Thank you.
I don't know about your wife, Gareth, but my wife's quite happy that I've been out in the garden for the last 48 hours.
Yeah. She gets all the bread in the duvet.
Does your wife have to pop your blisters, Rick?
Well, no, not at the moment.
But Gareth, your garden's been a mess like that pretty much since the start of this lockdown, hasn't it?
Well, yeah, it's not really recovered really from the marathon effort.
But it looks like a crime scene with all the police tape everywhere.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Yeah. When I found it on the side of the road, my wife said, "What the hell do you want that for?" I thought, I don't know. I'll find a use for it one day. And today's the day. Yeah, here we are.
2 days, but let's not rub it in.
Yeah.
And you must literally be wearing a trench around the outside of the garden, aren't you, Gareth? You're literally wearing it down.
Pretty much. I'm starting to uncover. Every now and again, I have to kick a stone out the lawn that I've kind of worn down to. So.
You haven't found any fossils yet, then?
No, not yet.
I'm
this
looking
bloody tree keeps trying to trip me up.
Looks a little bit like something out of World War I documentary at this point, so I dread to think what it's going to be like when the sun comes up.
Yeah. Could be interesting.
Right, Gareth, shall we let you crack on and we'll see you again in another 6 hours when it's going to be 2 o'clock in the morning for me and Rob. I hope you appreciate this.
I certainly do, guys.
And for him. We'll try and get a guest along. We'll have to see who's having a late night.
Yeah. See who's online.
Good luck with the rest of it, mate.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you, sir. Job, mate. We'll speak to you later.
All right, guys.
Later,
Speak to you soon.
Bye.
Cheers, Gareth.
Bye-bye.
He sounds all right, doesn't he?
He's
pretty good.
Tough,
Yeah, pretty good.
Tough
shape.
bugger, isn't he? He's tough.
Have you? Yeah, what's the maddest one you've ever done, Rick? Have you ever done anything quite so stupid?
Well, the most insane event was the Relentless one, which was just day after day for 29 days, and then obviously I tagged some on the end. But it's not going to be the same sort of thing as this. I mean, I suppose you're just running all the time. I mean, it felt like I was running all day long every day, but obviously I was stopping overnight. So it's whilst I've done quite a lot of night running, it wasn't ploughing through the night. I mean, when the sun goes down and it gets cold, you guys will know from your 100 milers, it gets pretty bleak.
I mean,
Simon finishes in the day, doesn't he?
I was thinking about this. If you guys were in Gareth's shoes, right? Because he has got quite a bit of pressure on him now, I think, because he's got quite a few people watching this. He had 400,000 odd on his marathon one. If you guys were him, surely that would be enough to reckon you could push it through. I guess. I think. I know.
It must change the game, mustn't it? It's going to change things.
It's not just your wife saying, "What are you doing? Get back to bed, you idiot." There's a lot of people watching now.
But like you say, Gareth is a tough sod, and he's obviously not just tough physically, he's tough mentally, which is why he was going to go out and do 1,200 milers, this year. And when we went and GPX'd the Denby's 10 route, we had a good old chat that day. And he's got that mental fortitude, hasn't he? So he's not gonna fail. I mean, short of a physical injury, which nobody's gonna hold against him, he's not gonna suddenly, give up, is he? Mentally, he's just not gonna. He's gonna get round mentally. So as long as his body holds up, which I'm sure it will. I hope it will. Then he's going to nail it. But 36 hours is a long time.
It's just he's got a bit of everything. He's a master strategist. He knows exactly what he's doing and what he's capable of. He's done enough to have tested that. Yeah. And he doesn't DNF a lot, does he? He always does what he sets out to do.
He did. I think he DNF'd Autumn 100 last year with about 25
because of that was a proper injury. Yeah.
Was it? I thought it was really cold.
No, his leg was so badly hurt that he was getting hypothermic, so he couldn't move with enough speed to keep himself warm.
And then Copthorne as well, wasn't it? Those are the only two.
Yeah, but still, it got as far as anyone I know could do on that. So in anything, including myself, and I back him to go and finish pretty much any challenge out there of the people I know, because he's got that intensity, like you say, Rick. But the thing, we're almost romanticising this, but he doesn't get into any of the BS or anything. He never makes excuses or anything. He's got this shield from getting too emotional about stuff or too intense. No, to the point where it overwhelms you, because sometimes you can go too far. It almost happened to me when I was doing my first 100 mile. I got so intense about it, I almost kind of wrecked it for myself by being too into it and having no plan anymore. And he just doesn't go that far.
Well, he breaks it all down, doesn't he, as well? He breaks it all down into its bits, and he plans it out really well, and he uses his technology and his gadgets, and and he uses all of the things that he's got. And he's, like you say, he's got a little bit of everything. And then you add that into the kind of mental fortitude, and he's, I think that's why he does so well. I think he'll continue to do well.
He's a good top trump card, isn't he?
Yeah,
can't wait for his. He hasn't submitted it yet, but I'm going to give him an extension.
He haven't got yours yet either,
Rick.
I'm not on holiday, so you won't get anything out of me.
All right, okay. And also, you've got some people while we're talking about it, not running the London Marathon this weekend, haven't you?
That's right. Yeah, there's loads of them not running it.
How many? How many are not doing it?
We've got about 500.
What? Not running?
We've got about 500 not doing it. I mean, we won't get anywhere near that many people submit their results. But then I've had about 30 odd results in today for just not London. So there's people out there, taking it not very seriously.
I mean, I'm not taking it very seriously, but I happen to be involved in a charity relay that we talked about already with Simon. Yeah. So I'm not going to be on my treadmill from 1 a.m. on Monday till 7 a.m. finishing a 24-hour relay.
Yeah, and I'm not
earning my medal.
Yeah, I'm not going to be running around my mum's house at 7 till 1 in the morning. Idiots.
You didn't get the graveyard shift, boy.
Yeah, but I've got the running around. Yeah, forget it.
No, and I also don't have any responsibilities, so who cares where I am?
So, Rick, what are you doing tomorrow?
I'm not running.
Yep.
I probably will genuinely not run around the garden myself quite a bit.
Yep.
And the girls are definitely up for trying to not run a mile, so they're going to be not doing their not London miles.
Yep.
So a bit of running, packing up the tent, making.
Oh, are you going home? You're going home, making a long journey
Oh,
home.
what? Isn't it a bank holiday?
Yeah, well, we're only not away until tomorrow, so.
All right.
Oh,
we're
no.
going to pack up.
So what
Is
time?
there going to be an argument about that?
Oh, there'll probably be an argument on the journey home.
What time are they kicking you out?
Oh, we've got to be out by 11.
Right.
Will a full English be waiting?
Oh, bloody hope
Or
so.
not?
I bet they've missed Mum, haven't they? Surely. I mean, 2 nights away.
They've seen them from a distance.
Yeah. Are they getting the Skype calls in or whatever? The FaceTime.
No, well, we haven't got a great signal at the bottom of the garden, you see. So
Depends on how many power packs you don't happen to have, I suppose.
that's right. Yeah.
Since you can't, go to civilization.
They were complaining last night because we didn't pitch the tent close enough to the sort of studio man cave so that they could actually watch the telly. Pippa wanted a telly in the tent.
Oh, that's not too much to ask, is it?
No, you can't have your cake and eat it. If you're
That's
not
right.
camping, you're not
We're not
watching
on
TV.
holiday. You will not have a good time.
You play cards and roast marshmallows on a campfire.
That's right. We've been
Or
sitting
not.
around a fake campfire,
Right.
and roasting some marshmallows today. So yeah.
Are there rules? Are they allowed inside the house at all, or are they?
Yeah. They've been back inside the house.
Oh, Jesus. Right. Okay, Rick. We'll let you get on with your holiday. Not
Thanks,
holiday.
yeah.
Thanks for coming on and being the third leg.
Thanks for taking time out of your holiday. Yeah, stop calling it that.
Yeah, you're very welcome, chaps. Yeah, I'll have a good one.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure, sir.
I'll speak to you later. Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers,
Take
Rick.
care.
Yeah,
Bye,
cheers,
bye,
chaps.
mate.
Bye. Bye.
And Rob, I guess I'll see you again. Oh God, it's the dreaded one, isn't it? Next.
Yeah, what are you doing, man? Are you because we need I'm going out to run now.
Oh,
and I'm
lucky
coming
you.
back. And,
I'm
but
recording
no,
this, by the way. I'm still recording.
That's all right.
So
But I'm
that's-
going out to run,
Yeah.
and I'm coming back, and I'm just wondering if I accidentally have a nap or something. So
I'm
just
napping.
buzz.
I'm napping. So.
Yeah, I know you will be. So if it gets to 2 and I haven't heard, then I'll buzz and
Yeah.
do the same.
Lovely
All right.
job. See you then, buddy.
Love it. Take
Bye.
care. Bye.
Hey, Rob, it is 2:15 in the pissing morning.
Oh, don't I know it? Yeah,
Are you
feel
alright?
fresh. Yeah, a little,
Feel
little,
fresh.
got a little bit of that old shoe feeling. How about you?
I just question what we're doing, really. I mean,
He doesn't want to talk to us this time.
sorry, say that again.
He doesn't want to talk to us.
I bet he
Who are
does.
we?
I bet he does.
That's it, right? We're doing a community service.
He better
This
do.
Man,
He better
we,
do, man.
however we feel, this man is. I've been watching like Throwing to Bed and just now. Oh my
Right.
goodness!
What time? How far is he? Give us all.
He's just literally crossed 73 miles, and I just listened to him talking to the newscaster,
Mm-hmm.
and he's getting some bumps and grazes, but he's still got that like Gareth kind of outlook about it, and it's like holy hell!
Right.
And here's me whinging. I've had a little nap.
Yeah.
God.
Right, come on, ring him.
Let's
I'm
get
not.
him.
Yeah, I'm not even going to pause it. Just ring him.
All right, come on, Gaza. It's all right to call him Gaza.
Gaza.
Gaza. Gaza. I'm worried
Right.
he'll have to do this in like pitch black.
Yeah, it's not very.
He's like,
It's not very safe, is it? Let's try and be a bit more happy. I mean, sort of.
yeah, I just don't want him to fall over while he's talking to us.
Oh, I don't care. Just
All right, I'm ringing.
Oh man.
Just makes me feel lazy though. God, it's impressive.
Mm. I hope he's not too loud.
I wonder if he's got his phone.
I'd laugh if this say that. Then, Gav, do you remember us?
You remember us little people?
Uh,
He's had like people like world record holders on treadmill marathons and stuff like that, like popping up to just comment on his thing. And then there's us. bloody potatoes.
Hey, hang on. We've got records.
Well, speak for yourself, sunshine. I've got nothing.
Yes. Can we just say that he's not ringing, he's not picking up, and we can go to bed?
Let's give it like 20 secs. And then we can.
Look at us, we're great friends.
We're trying, man. We're trying. But to be fair, I would almost rather he focused in and we can pick up with him when the sun's up, because he said he'd be in a much better state then. But just so everyone, like, just for the time-lapse benefit, what he was talking about is he's had his knee bandaged up a bit, because I think the wear and tear is making it very sore. So for extra support, the other one will be soon. But he's otherwise it's just the usual stuff. But it's just brutal how flat that course must be. I can't imagine it.
And probably quite lumpy, isn't it? Probably quite lumpy underfoot.
Well, I think he's eroding it, so it should be all right. But he's still jogging round. So I mean, we could wake up and when next time we speak to him, he's hoping to be near 100 miles by the time most people have had breakfast. So Godspeed to him.
Okay.
Impressive stuff.
Well, he's got what? Another 6 hours. Then we're going to call him again, are we?
And that's how much sleep we've got. So.
Well, you have. I'll be up before then.
Yeah, I know you will.
Yeah. Oh, well, can we call that one a day?
Yeah,
we come back.
I think we'll leave the poor man.
Oh, that's the best news. That's the best news.
Night of peril, and
that's the best news.
I don't seem too happy. But he's got a different focus right now. We'll catch up with him later.
Yeah.
And all of you.
All right, night, princess.
Night, babes.
See ya. Right, morning, Rob. Well rested.
Morning.
Well,
It's all right, but I don't mind forfeiting my circadian rhythm for Mr. Allen, given what he's doing. So,
yep,
we had a good little slumber party there, didn't we?
Well,
Jeez.
yeah. I mean, the 2:15 one didn't work too well, did it? Couldn't get up.
I couldn't get back to sleep for so long.
No. And so here we are, 6 hours later.
Yeah.
Maybe we're going to try again as well throughout the day. It looked like it slowed down a bit, didn't it?
I think so, but naturally, given the light, I was watching on the setup, the lights he's got, he hasn't even actually got a classic head torch, I don't think. He's got like body lights on and like lights around the course. Now, of course, he's dug a trench out, but I think looking at him and how tired I know you get at that sort of time, I'm surprised that he wouldn't have stacked it, and I hope he hasn't. Through the night, but now obviously it's going to be morning, and he says he was looking forward to that, as everyone does, and it'll be rejuvenating hopefully. But he was still moving. Like every time I watched, he was still trucking round. It just wasn't quite as quick as he started. So you know how it is, Si.
Yeah, exactly.
Get your bin bag on and carry on.
Bin bags, exactly right. Okay, let's see
call
if
the
we
man.
can get him. Are you going to call him or shall I call him?
I'm buzzing, Mr.
Okay.
Allen now.
Here we go. Morning, Gareth. How are you doing?
Oh, mate, I'm a wreck.
You're a wreck. So,
But I'm a wreck that's moving forward.
you are.
You superstar, bloody hell.
You've gone now for coming up to 12. No, you started at 8, yeah?
24 hours.
Just gone over the 24-hour mark.
And
Gareth.
distance-wise, we're at 88
and a half miles.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, Gareth. Oh man, I couldn't admire you any more than I do right now. We've been watching this on and off all night. Seriously, I've probably not been sleeping, buddy, but I know you haven't either. How your body? Is it the head? Where are you at?
Actually, I have had a sleep. I had a 10-minute power nap just after 5 o'clock.
Okay. Dream of anything nice?
Luxury.
It was one of those where I literally pretty much couldn't even walk in a straight line, let alone run at that time. So I thought, got to do something.
Have you got delirious? Have you got delirious yet, Gareth?
No, not yet.
No unicorns in your backyard.
No, my energy just completely crashed at about 73 miles. And then, like I said, just after 5, everything just went. So power napped it, 10 minutes, and now I'm back at it again. So
Are you feeling better because of the day?
yeah, it kind of helped wake me up a bit, to be honest. I think that was the problem, is I was just basically falling asleep on my feet. And I didn't appreciate just how much energy you actually burn just turning corners.
Well, you're the expert of this now, mate.
I think, yeah. You know,
to be
just
honest, you're still bossing it, and I know your interview last night. You're going for 100 miles, then maybe the Cockbane record and everything else is a bonus, but just so bloody impressive.
right now, I'm just focusing on the 100.
I thought that might be the case. We tried ringing you, Gareth, at 2:15, but we couldn't get. We couldn't get through to you for some reason.
Oh, bizarre.
And I don't know if we tried hard enough, to be honest. We rung once, and then that was it.
Yeah.
So obviously through the night, because when we did try and call you at 2:15, I think you're at 72 miles or something like that.
Yeah. So
I mean, we were sort of thinking, something's happening, something's not right.
We're still moving 3 miles an hour, and like from when I've done these things through the night, not in a garden, 3 to 4 miles an hour is decent progress. There's nothing wrong with that. You're still moving, mate.
Exactly. Yeah.
And are you planning to? I thought I got from the casters that you were planning to fill the time. Would it be a case that you get to the 100 maybe? I don't have to decide this now, but like take a nap again and maybe go again?
I don't know at the moment. I'm just gonna kind of almost take each lap as it comes.
Yeah.
Right now the target is, well, I guess coming up towards the 90. I'm just basically taking them as they come right now.
So I remember for everyone who's not really run the distance before, when you get to this sort of stage, and you can say, oh, it's only a half marathon to go, it's just the longest half marathon of your life, though, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is. Talking about taking almost 4 hours to do a half.
Yeah.
Gareth, is it harder than the Arc? Seriously?
Actually, I think it is.
Yeah.
I think, it's just all the turning. One is completely flat. That just makes it hard to start with. But then just the constant turning. You can't get any sort of pace going. It starts to get to your ankles and your knees.
Careful, Gareth. You'll get all the crazy ultra runners will be wanting to run it. Your garden's a busy place.
I definitely want to run the marathon route. And I think you could pay for entry on that one.
Yeah.
Some good will come of this, mate, and you're doing a good job for your charities. Like I just couldn't admire what you're doing anymore. It's nails.
Right now, I'm just looking forward to finishing this current set of 100 and having a bacon sandwich for my breakfast.
Good man.
Be the champion. Well, Gareth, I know this was going to be the last time we check in with you, but we'll come back to you if that's all right.
Yeah. Absolutely, just not today. Because quite frankly, when I'm finished, I'm just going to go to bed.
No, we'll come back today.
Yeah,
we'll get you at that 100 mark, mate. But for now, we'll let you crack on and have your bacon.
Yeah. All right then, guys.
Well
Good
done,
job,
buddy.
bud.
Cheers, fellas.
Good job. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Ciao.
Well, he sounds better than I thought he would, Rob.
He sounds Gareth, doesn't he?
Yeah, just crack on, innit? I'm a bit messed up, but I'll crack on.
I think he needs to run seminars about how to actually just cope and be down to earth about this stuff. You know what I was saying when we were chatting with Rick about getting too intense and overly emotional about it? It never comes into it, does it?
No, this is just completely normal for him. He sounds like of the same mind he was when he started. Maybe
he's so broken that he can't be hurt anymore.
Yeah, everyone uses it quite loosely in running world. Oh, machine. He definitely is the perfect example of a machine.
He is. Really. Yeah. I mean, there's no nonsense.
There's nothing. I reckon he's probably a good poker player.
I reckon so. Yeah. There's nothing, but there's also everything. God, I love him. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Fan club.
Right.
Sorry, I'm starstruck.
Right, well, I'll call you back.
We'll watch him and we'll get him when he's getting near 100.
Yeah, okay.
All right, buddy.
See you later.
Laters.
Bye. Right, we're back. Afternoon, Rob. It's gone 2:30 in the afternoon now, isn't it? So we've been following Gareth for how many hours? I don't know.
Well, we were in and out for Mr. Allen from 24, weren't we? Last time we spoke to him was 8:15.
Yeah.
So he was just over 24 hours, and he soldiered on, and he's now finished at 100 miles, mate.
Yeah.
Just under 29 hours. Brilliant effort.
Yeah, that's good news, isn't it? He's made his initial target, really, wasn't it? It's the 100 miler.
Yeah, and it's weird. Like I was hearing him getting interviewed at the end by the streamers, and he was sort of almost talking like half as if he wanted to do more. But you know how hard Gareth is. If Gareth could have carried on, he would have.
I saw him sort of waddling at the end. It wasn't even a frog march, was it? It was just sort of a pigeon type stepping.
I don't watch pigeon step, but yeah, I think I know what you mean. No crab walking, that might have helped with the muscle groups. But he was shuffling just after we finished with him.
Yeah.
But what's funny is, like, you always, and you've done it yourself, I bet, when you finished your 100 miles, and every time I've done it, you are actually back almost like you started because you know you're going to finish. And the commentators were like getting excited. It's like, oh, he's back up to like 4 miles an hour, which people who don't know what 100 miles feels like, especially in a garden, will be like, that's not very quick. It's like, yeah, it is. So it's nice to see him like finishing strong, and then his kids and stuff celebrating with him. That was really good. They got some nice little video clips, so everyone should go watch that when they get the dedication video together.
So
exciting stuff.
So what we going to do now?
Well, I think I need a nap, mate.
Yeah, I definitely need some sleep.
Just had a barbecue, which
Have you?
was like carbo loading ready for tonight's mess. So.
Yeah.
But gonna go for a little walk outside. I think I never walk, always jog. But
Yeah.
I'm go for a walk
Yeah.
and get ready for tonight. Yeah.
Well,
How are you feeling about that?
you're getting ready for the tomorrow morning bit.
I
of
know.
the video, aren't you?
Yeah. So it's about picking the right time to have a nap.
I
though,
think
which
you need to sleep from about 8 p.m. till half 12.
All right, thanks, Mum. But I'm gonna miss all your run. Right.
Well, I'm not broadcasting it. It's not.
I'm broadcasting mine.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably.
My mum
Just-
thinks
just-
I'm mad enough already, mate. I don't need.
Well, right, she is, isn't she? But
Yeah.
anything else planned before we next speak?
No, not from me, mate. No. So we just got this.
You gonna do your top trump card, are you?
Well,
Send me your details. You still keep whinging about me doing it for you.
yeah. Might leave
Can't have
it
it
to you,
both
mate.
I gave you speed of 19. I think
That's
that
pretty
needs
good,
to
isn't it?
come down.
That's pretty good.
Because I don't know where we then fit Adam Holland in. So,
Well, if he submits a card.
well, mate, we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, just send me your details. Don't be difficult about it.
All right.
And anyone else who wants one, send in your details. I've extended the deadline because I'm nice like that. But the first batch, I will be trying to get some stuff made next week. So that is the last message. Get your top trumps into me on Facebook, please.
Perfect. Well, Rob, I'll probably speak to you next week, and we'll be back to normal, I guess, unless somebody else is doing something stupid in lockdown.
I'm sure they might be. Yeah,
Nice.
mate. All right.
Catch you later.
Thanks for listening, guys. Take it
Bye.
easy. Bye.
Bye.